Urologist reveals how to drink water to avoid getting up at night. It's a scenario many know all too well, the unwelcome 3 a.m. pilgrimage to the bathroom, not just once, but repeatedly throughout the night. This isn't merely a minor inconvenience, it's a profound disruption that systematically erodes your energy, impairs your mental clarity, and diminishes your overall vitality for the day ahead. The frustration mounts with each stumbling trip in the darkness, all while your partner sleeps soundly, oblivious to your nightly struggle. You might find yourself asking, why me, and questioning if this is an unavoidable consequence of aging. For many, this resignation is a common path, leading to a life characterized by chronic fatigue, a persistent fear of falls in the dark, and the disheartening belief that a full night's sleep is an unattainable luxury. However, I am here to offer a clear and empowering message. This doesn't have to be your reality. You are not destined to accept a life defined by interrupted sleep and debilitating exhaustion. My name is Dr. Grace Prescott, and I am a physician with over 2 decades of experience dedicated to understanding the intricate workings of the bladder and the urinary system. Throughout my career, I have encountered thousands of individuals, men and women, who arrived at my office burdened by desperation and a sense of hopelessness. Yet time and again, I have had the privilege of witnessing profound and life-altering transformations. Today, I am not presenting you with generic, well-worn advice. Instead, I am sharing a pivotal strategy in urology, a precise method that focuses on how and, crucially, when you consume water to finally enable you to reclaim your nights and experience restful sleep. This is a technique that is remarkably simple, inherently logical, and so often overlooked that you will likely marvel at how this knowledge has eluded you until now. I urge you to stay with me because the information I am about to share has the potential to do far more than just improve your nights. It could fundamentally change your life. Before I unveil the solution, it is imperative that you grasp the full magnitude of this issue. Did you know that a staggering percentage, up to 70% of adults over the age of 60 experience the need to urinate at least once during the night? And for a significant portion of these individuals, this translates to 2, 3, or even more awakenings. This condition has a specific medical term, nocturia. Let me be unequivocally clear. While nocturia is regrettably common, it is absolutely not normal. It is not a benign or inevitable toll of aging that should be accepted. Rather, it is a critical warning signal from your body, a siren blaring in the silence of the night, and the repercussions of ignoring it are far more severe than most people realize. Please commit to staying with me until the very end, because I will not only illuminate the underlying reasons for this phenomenon, but will also reveal the precise strategy, the very method we teach our patients, to dismantle this exhausting cycle. I promise you, the final revelation I share could very well transform your nights, and by extension, your life, forever. We refer to nocturia as a silent epidemic for a very deliberate reason. People tend to suffer in silence, burdened by shame or a sense of inevitable resignation. The conversations about this issue are scarce, making it difficult for those affected to find solace or support. However, within the confines of my office, I hear the raw and often heartbreaking stories. I have listened to Michael, a 72-year-old grandfather whose passion for meticulously building model ships in bottles had to be abandoned due to the debilitating hand tremors caused by chronic sleep deprivation. I have heard from Susan, a vibrant 68-year-old retired teacher who suffered a devastating hip fracture after a fall during one of her nighttime bathroom excursions, an accident that irrevocably impacted her independence. These are not isolated anecdotes. They represent the stark and often harsh realities faced by countless individuals. The problem extends far beyond the simple feeling of being tired. Let us discuss, in plain terms, the insidious dangers that lie hidden behind these frequent nighttime bathroom trips. Firstly, we must confront the significant risk of falls. When you are roused from sleep in the darkness, your balance is inherently compromised. The familiar path to the bathroom transforms into a treacherous obstacle course, where a misplaced rug or an errant piece of furniture can lead to a life-altering injury. For older adults, a fall that results in a hip fracture can initiate a rapid and distressing decline in their overall health and mobility. Secondly, the impact on cognitive health is profound and often underestimated. Deep sleep is not a luxury. It is an absolute necessity for the proper functioning of the brain. During the crucial hours of sleep, your brain undertakes vital housekeeping tasks. It consolidates memories, repairs cellular damage, and effectively clears out the metabolic toxins that accumulate throughout the day. When your sleep is fragmented and repeatedly interrupted night after night, this essential cleanup process is severely compromised. The direct consequence of this is the onset of brain fog, difficulties with concentration, impaired memory, and over the long term, an elevated risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases. It is not simply the passage of time that makes you feel forgetful. It is the chronic deprivation of quality sleep that contributes significantly to these cognitive deficits. Thirdly, the strain placed upon your heart cannot be overstated. Every time you are abruptly awakened, your body releases a surge of stress hormones. This triggers an immediate spike in both your blood pressure and heart rate. When this sequence of events repeats multiple times throughout the night, your cardiovascular system is subjected to relentless and damaging stress. Numerous scientific studies have established a strong correlation between severe nocturia and an increased risk of developing hypertension and other serious cardiac conditions. Finally, the emotional toll is immense. Chronic fatigue has a devastating effect on your joy and overall well-being. It can lead to increased irritability, heightened anxiety, and in many cases can contribute to the development of depression. It pulls you away from the activities you love, from the people who bring you happiness, and traps you in a suffocating cycle of exhaustion that can feel impossible to break. You begin to lose sight of who you truly are, your sense of self eroded by persistent weariness. So, why does this phenomenon occur as we age? There are several contributing factors. Primarily, as we age, our bodies produce less of a crucial hormone called antidiuretic hormone, or ADH. ADH plays a vital role in signaling the kidneys to reduce urine production during sleep. With diminished ADH levels, the body's urine-producing factory essentially continues to operate at full capacity even while you are resting. Secondly, the functional capacity of the bladder itself may decrease with age. And thirdly, a factor that is surprisingly not widely known, fluid redistribution. If you experience mild swelling in your ankles or legs during the day, this fluid does not simply vanish. When you lie down to sleep, gravity, which was holding that fluid in your lower extremities, no longer exerts its influence. Consequently, the fluid returns to your bloodstream, circulates through your kidneys, and ultimately ends up in your bladder, leading to an urge to urinate a few hours after you have fallen asleep. Now that you possess a comprehensive understanding of the gravity of this problem and the underlying physiological mechanisms at play, we are well equipped to dismantle the pervasive myths that surround nocturia and construct a robust and effective solution. Before I present you with the correct strategy, it is absolutely essential that we identify and cease the practices that are inadvertently exacerbating the issue. It is a common lament that despite their best intentions, most individuals struggling with nocturia engage in behaviors that actually worsen their symptoms. Let us shatter the 3 most prevalent myths that perpetuate this cycle. Myth number 1 is the belief that to avoid urinating at night, one should drastically limit fluid intake during the day. This is arguably the most common misconception and, in my experience, the most counterproductive. On the surface, it may seem logical. Less water consumed equals less urine produced. However, the human body operates with a far more intricate complexity. When you deliberately dehydrate yourself during the day, your urine becomes highly concentrated. This super concentrated urine can act as an irritant to the delicate walls of your Bladder. Imagine pouring a highly acidic substance like lemon juice onto an open wound. The irritation is immediate and significant. Similarly, concentrated urine can sensitize your bladder, leading it to send urgent bathroom now signals, even when it is not yet full. Furthermore, when you finally attempt to quench your built-up thirst later in the day, your body, having been in a state of conservation, may try to process that liquid rapidly, often leading to increased urine production during the night. Paradoxically, insufficient fluid intake during the day can indeed lead to more frequent nighttime awakenings to urinate. Myth number 2 posits that the problem is simply a small bladder, a lifelong characteristic. While it is true that some individuals may have a naturally smaller functional bladder capacity, in the overwhelming majority of nocturia cases among adults, the primary issue is not the size of the bladder itself, but rather the pace at which the kidneys are producing urine, particularly during the night. As we have discussed, the decline in ADH production and the redistribution of fluid from the legs are the significant culprits. You could possess the largest bladder capacity imaginable, but if your kidneys are relentlessly producing urine throughout the night, awakenings are inevitable. Attributing nocturia to a small bladder often serves as an excuse, a way to avoid addressing the root cause of the problem. And I must reiterate, this is not a condition that you are necessarily doomed to live with. Myth number 3 suggests that a glass of wine or a beer before bed relaxes you and aids in sleep, and therefore cannot be that detrimental. This particular myth is especially insidious and harmful. While alcohol may initially induce a sense of drowsiness, it actively sabotages the quality of your sleep, with a particularly detrimental effect on nighttime bathroom frequency. Alcohol is a potent diuretic, meaning it increases urine production. Even more concerning, it significantly suppresses the release of that vital antidiuretic hormone, ADH. Therefore, when you consume alcohol prior to sleeping, you are creating a perfect storm for nocturia. You are introducing liquid into your system while simultaneously deactivating your body's natural mechanism for regulating urine production during the night. This is the quintessential recipe for frequent nighttime awakenings. Moreover, alcohol disrupts the natural architecture of sleep cycles, often causing you to wake more frequently in the latter half of the night, precisely when your bladder is also signaling its distress. The simple avoidance of alcohol, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime, is one of the most impactful and effective changes you can implement to combat nocturia. Having now dispelled the myths and identified the counterproductive practices, you have already taken a significant step forward. You have cleared the ground, preparing the way for a truly effective solution. Are you ready to embrace the strategy that actually works? Prepare yourself for the smart hydration strategy. This is the core of our discussion, the method that has empowered countless patients to reclaim their precious sleep. Forget the notion of drinking less. The new transformative mantra is drink smarter. The ASIM method is a straightforward 5-step strategy that is exceptionally easy to remember. ASIM is an acronym that stands for Adjust, Soften, Stop, Integrate, and Manage. Let us delve into each step individually, and then I will introduce 2 additional invaluable keys that elevate this protocol to a truly foolproof system. Step 1, adjust your hydration. This is about front-loading your fluid intake. The fundamental principle is to consume the majority of your daily liquids during the first half of the day. The golden rule that I consistently impart to my patients is this: aim to consume approximately 75% of your total daily liquid intake before 4 p.m. How do you achieve this? Upon waking, begin your day by drinking 1 or 2 substantial glasses of water to effectively kickstart your system and rehydrate after hours of sleep. Throughout the morning, keep a water bottle within easy reach and take slow, steady sips. Do not wait until you feel thirsty. Thirst is already an indicator that your body is beginning to experience dehydration. Accompany your midday meal with another glass of water. By adopting this practice, you provide your kidneys with ample time throughout the day to efficiently process liquids while you are active and in an upright position, working in harmony with your body's natural rhythms. By the time 4 p.m. arrives, you should be optimally hydrated. From this point forward, we can begin to consciously prepare your body for a night of uninterrupted sleep. Step 2. Soften the transition. This is about a gentle landing. From 4 p.m. onwards, we do not advocate for an abrupt cessation of fluid intake. Instead, we enter a landing phase. During this period, extending from 4 p.m. until your dinner meal, you should intentionally reduce the quantity of liquids you consume, perhaps a small half glass if you feel genuinely thirsty. Dinner itself is a critical juncture. It is highly recommended to consume your final meal of the day at least 3 hours before your intended bedtime. During dinner, drink only enough liquid to assist you in swallowing your food. A few sips are perfectly acceptable. However, consuming a full glass of liquid at this time is strongly discouraged. This gradual tapering of fluid intake signals to your body that it is time to gradually slow down its urine production processes, preparing it for the nocturnal rest period. Step 3. Stop in time. This is the sacred zone. This step is arguably the most stringent and, without question, the most crucial component of the ASIM method. You must establish a sacred, inviolable zone of 2 hours immediately preceding your bedtime, during which you consume absolutely no liquids whatsoever. For example, if your target bedtime is 10 p.m., then your last sip of any liquid should be no later than 8 p.m. There are to be no exceptions to this rule. This 2-hour window is the critical period your kidneys require to complete their final filtering processes and dispatch any remaining urine to your bladder before you embark on your sleep. If you ingest any liquids within these 2 hours, it is almost a certainty that your kidneys will be operating at peak capacity the moment you lay your head on the pillow, effectively setting the stage for an inevitable bathroom trip around 1 or 2 a.m. If you experience a sensation of dryness in your mouth, the appropriate action is to rinse your mouth with water without swallowing, or to take the absolute smallest sip, but never a full glass. Adherence to this rule is sacred and non-negotiable. This, in essence, constitutes the core of the ASIM method. However, we are not finished yet. 2 additional powerful steps will significantly elevate its effectiveness. Step 4. Integrate electrolytes. This is about optimizing absorption. This is a subtle yet highly effective technique to enhance your body's ability to utilize water more efficiently. True hydration is not merely about the volume of water you consume. It is about ensuring that water effectively reaches your cells. Electrolytes play a vital role in this process. The principle is elegantly simple. In your very first glass of water upon waking in the morning, add a tiny pinch, and I stress, just a pinch, of unrefined sea salt, along with a small splash of freshly squeezed lemon juice. The unrefined sea salt provides essential sodium, which is a key player in facilitating the absorption of water into your cells. The lemon, in addition to providing a refreshing flavor, contributes potassium. This small addition can significantly enhance the effectiveness of your morning hydration, paradoxically reducing feelings of thirst later in the afternoon. Step 5. Manage your dinner. This step is about controlling the saboteurs. The composition of your final meal of the day is just as critical as your fluid intake. For your last meal, it is advisable to avoid foods that are excessively spicy or acidic, as these can be irritants to the bladder lining. Similarly, excessive intake of sugar or simple carbohydrates can lead to an increased production of urine. Foods with a very high water content, such as broths, watermelon, or cucumbers, are best consumed earlier in the day. Be mindful of chocolate and caffeine, both of which are known bladder stimulants. And of course, this means abstaining from coffee, tea, and sugary sodas in the evening. Instead, opt for a dinner that is rich in lean protein and incorporates plenty of cooked vegetables. This approach helps to stabilize blood sugar levels and prevents an unnecessary overload on your digestive and urinary systems. There you have it. The complete ASIM method. It is not a miraculous cure, but rather a practical application of scientific principles. Now let us discuss supporting techniques that can further amplify the results of the ASIM method. If the ASIM method represents the engine of improvement, these techniques are the high-performance tires that maximize its effectiveness. They are the synergistic strategies that ensure you achieve the most profound and lasting results. Supporting technique 1, double voiding. The goal here is to ensure the tank is truly empty. Have you ever experienced the frustration of visiting the bathroom right before bed, only to feel the distinct urge to urinate again within 20 minutes? This often occurs because you did not achieve a complete emptying of your bladder on the first attempt. The double voiding technique is both simple and remarkably powerful. Just before you settle into bed for the night, make your way to the bathroom. Sit on the toilet, and yes, men, this applies to you as well. Sitting down promotes relaxation of the pelvic floor muscles, which in turn facilitates a more thorough and complete emptying of the bladder. When you believe you have finished, do not immediately stand up. Instead, wait for approximately 30 to 60 seconds. Take a moment to relax, then lean forward slightly and gently attempt to urinate once more. You will likely be surprised by how frequently a little more urine is expelled. This small additional amount can be the decisive factor between enjoying an uninterrupted night's sleep or being roused by an urgent need to visit the bathroom at 3 a.m. Make this a non-negotiable ritual. Supporting technique 2, the gravity elevator. This is about proactive fluid management. Recall the phenomenon of fluid returning from your legs during the night. We can proactively address this process. The solution? The gravity elevator. 1 to 2 hours before you intend to go to bed, while you are engaged in a relaxing activity such as reading or watching television, elevate your legs above the level of your heart. You can achieve this by propping them up on pillows on a couch or in your bed. This simple act utilizes gravity to your advantage, encouraging any accumulated fluid in your legs to return to your circulatory system before you lie down horizontally. Your kidneys will then have the opportunity to process this fluid, and you can then eliminate it efficiently during your double voiding session. Essentially, you are proactively milking your legs to prevent them from contributing to your bladder's burden while you sleep. Wearing compression socks throughout the day can also be an effective measure in preventing excessive fluid accumulation in your lower extremities. Supporting technique 3, salt shaker control. While we advocate for a pinch of salt in the morning to aid in hydration, excessive salt consumption throughout your overall diet can be a significant impediment to resolving nocturia. When you ingest too much sodium, your body instinctively retains water in an effort to dilute it, which can lead to increased thirst and a greater desire to drink. Furthermore, your kidneys must work overtime to excrete this excess salt, a process that requires water, thereby contributing to urine production. Take a critical look at processed foods, deli meats, and ready-made meals, as these are often laden with hidden salt. Cooking your meals at home provides you with direct control over your sodium intake. Reducing your salt consumption not only benefits your bladder, but also offers significant advantages for managing your blood pressure. We have systematically unmasked nocturia, revealing it not merely as an annoyance, but as a genuine thief of your life and well-being. We have bravely debunked the persistent myths that have likely kept you trapped in this cycle. And now I have equipped you with the essential keys, the ASIM method and its powerful supporting techniques, to finally take control of your nights. I vividly recall my patient, Michael, the dedicated model shipbuilder. After diligently implementing this protocol for just 2 short weeks, he called me, his voice resonating with a newfound strength. "Doctor," he exclaimed, "last night I slept for 7 consecutive hours. 7 hours! I had almost forgotten what that felt like. This morning my hands were steady. I am back in my workshop. I am not just sleeping more. I feel truly alive again." This transformative experience is within your reach, starting tonight. Reclaiming your sleep is fundamentally a decision, a conscious decision to apply the knowledge you have just acquired. Your action plan is now clear. Adjust your hydration, ensuring the vast majority of your fluid intake occurs before 4 p.m. Soften and stop. Gradually reduce your intake in the late afternoon and meticulously respect the sacred 2-hour window of no liquids before bed. Support your body through the practice of double voiding, the strategic elevation of your legs, and mindful salt control. You now possess the knowledge. You now hold the tools. The power to fundamentally change your nights resides within your hands. If the information I have shared today has provided you with significant value, I kindly request 3 simple actions from you. Firstly, please tap the like button. This simple gesture will help this video reach more individuals who are currently struggling and desperately need this information. Secondly, consider subscribing to this channel. By doing so, you will ensure you do not miss out on future life-changing health tips and insights. And thirdly, and this is of paramount importance to me personally, please take a moment right now to go to the comments section and share the number of times you typically get up at night to urinate. There is absolutely no shame associated with this. Instead, you will be contributing to a community of individuals who understand precisely what you are enduring. By writing down your number, you are not merely taking a personal first step towards accountability. You are also offering a beacon of solidarity to others, letting them know they are not alone in this struggle. Thank you sincerely for your time, your trust, and your willingness to engage with this vital health information. Now go forth and prepare yourself for the most restful and rejuvenating night's sleep you have experienced in years. You most certainly deserve it.